Now I have second example for you, right? So we have 2NO plus O2 forming 2NO2. So if I am going to ask you about the rate expression, so obviously you are going to say that it will be written as rate is equal to K, concentration of reactant, right, into concentration of other reactant, right. And this I am indicating by X and Y, because we do not know that X and Y are similar to this 2 or 1, that is a stoichiometric coefficient, or it is different from that. So first of all, our step, like if we want to know the rate of the reaction, that means our first step is to see that whether this reaction is elementary reaction or it is a complex reaction. So this reaction occurs in different steps, so that means it is a complex reaction. And for a complex reaction, we need to write the mechanism involved. So I am writing the mechanism, just look at board carefully. So what happens? It occurs in two steps actually. In one step what happens? This NO combines with O2 forming NO3, right. Then in other step, this NO3 combines with more nitric oxide forming NO2. Now when we consider the rate for both of the reaction, so you will be curious to know about the rate. So the first reaction rate is, it is a fast reaction, and our rate determining step is obviously the second one, because the second step is the slowest step, right. So that means now we are in a position to write the expression for the rate, because we have our rate determining step. So when we write rate, it is equal to K, again concentration of NO3 and the concentration of NO, right. But now look at the expression what I have got. I have got NO3 in the expression. So do you get to see NO3 as a reactant in the prime reaction? No, we do not have NO3 as a reactant. So that means that do not think like that you have written a wrong expression. What we are going to do, we are going to write the concentration of NO3 in terms of NO and O2. And from where we are going to have this NO3, obviously we get to have this NO3 in the first reaction. So I will be taking the concentration of NO3 from the first reaction. See how? I will be writing equilibrium constant expression, which is the concentration of product divided by the concentration of reactant. So as product is this and reactant is this, that is why I wrote in this manner, right. Now this concentration of NO3 is equal to K concentration of NO into concentration of O2. Now we are in a position to substitute this value of NO3 in the equation, right. So NO3 is going to be NO, again obviously K we have, right, O2 and NO. So we can write rate is equal to K concentration of NO, we have 2 NO, so raised to power 2, and then this O2 raised to power 1. So obviously the order is going to be 3. So I think it's clear that sometimes while writing the the rate of reaction or considering the rate determining step, you often get reactant which is not actually involved in the principal reactant of the principal chemical reaction. But don't be confused, just take out its value from the other reaction and try to substitute that value in terms of the given reactants. As you will solve, you will get the order for the reaction. So I think it's clear that why sometimes the stoichiometric coefficients are equal to X and Y, that is our experimental values, and sometimes it doesn't, right. As we saw, like in this, it is just equal to this, because the stoichiometric coefficient for NO is 2 and for O2 is 1. So that means it is X, here we are writing 2 and here writing 1. So it is not like that in this reaction I am writing a stoichiometric coefficient. It is not like that. It is only a matter of chance that this experimental values comes out to be same as shown by the stoichiometric values. And as I told you in this example, what we get to see, that here if we write the rate of expression by just looking at the principal reaction, so we will be writing that it is directly proportional to the concentration of NO, NO2 and CO. But as we see, like by performing the reactant, that out of these two reactant, which is going to determine the rate of the reaction is only reactant NO2. And what is the power for this NO2? What is the value of X for this NO2? It is 2. That is why it is said to be second order reaction. So don't get confused, just look at the mechanisms. When you write the mechanisms, you will get to know that which is the slowest step, and that slowest step is going to indicate the molecularity, the order of for the reaction. So it is only a reason behind that sometimes the stoichiometric coefficients are matching with X and Y and sometimes they differ. So don't get confused, just concentrate on the mechanism while you are predicting the order for the reaction.